Indiana's biennial budget begins to take shape long before the General Assembly's actual budget writing session commences. The process picks up speed in the spring, more than 6 months before the session's formal start, when the state budget agency invites other state agencies to detail what they think they'll need to maintain existing operations, to fund any proposed service expansions, and to pay for any capital projects or new facilities. The agencies submit their wish lists in late summer, then defend their requests in the fall at a series of public hearings before the State Budget Committee, a bipartisan panel comprising 4 legislators and the director of the budget agency. In December, armed with a newly released revenue forecast, the Budget Committee puts together a preliminary spending plan. That proposal goes to the governor, who in turn delivers his spending priorities to the General Assembly. As required by Indiana's Constitution, all budget-related legislative deliberations begin in the House, in the Ways and Means Committee to be precise. Once that committee, and subsequently the full House, settle on their spending priorities, the spotlight shifts to the Senate and its primary budgeting panel, the Senate Appropriations Committee. As you might expect, this mid-session milestone kicks off more hearings, more debates, and more revisions, if not downright overhauls. If the budgets that emerge from the full House and Senate differ, and spoiler alert, they always do, the 2 chambers leaders appoint a 4-person conference committee to hammer out a compromise. Those negotiations inevitably push up against the budget session's April 29 deadline, not only because of lawmakers' time-honored affinity for brinkmanship, but also because of their reluctance to lock in decisions before the release of an updated revenue forecast in mid-April. Once a spending plan passes both chambers and gains the signature of the governor, its provisions take effect July 1, the start of Indiana's fiscal year. Now, you might be wondering what happens if the General Assembly fails to enact a budget by that date. Presumably, the bulk of state government would have to shut down, but the answer is shrouded in uncertainty. Despite a scare in 1993 when the budget didn't come together until late on June 30, in the final moments of an emergency special session, Indiana hasn't started a fiscal year without a budget since the Civil War.